As discussed in Core 4 and Hibu Accelerate, we are putting together a series of videos for you to help understand key metrics. It's really important that we reinforce our results with our clients to help us reinforce the relationship. This is where our clients are going to really stick with us and become clients for life. It's also really important to keep the focus on metrics that mean real business outcomes for the client. While there's a ton of great information in our dashboards, with limited time to share results, to create 1-minute dashboard review videos, or to be there in front of them or on the line with them for a review of their program, we want to make sure that we are spending our time focusing on the key metrics that generate real business outcomes for these clients. Today, we're going to focus on our presence solution foundation products. First, listings management. When it comes to listings management, there are some key metrics that we certainly should be focusing on with our clients. The first set of key metrics happens in the summary of your listings program. The first piece is the live error rate. This is that look how far we've come together moment. In this example, this client had a 91% baseline error rate before we partnered with them. Today, they have a 2% error rate. That's an 89% increase since our partnership together. Just tremendous results. This is what we've accomplished together so far. The next metric is the core business information. This is the basic contact information, the NATWI, name, address, telephone, website, email for this client. And we want to make sure that all of our clients are at 100% here. In the event like this example where somebody's not at 100%, if you scroll further down in the dashboard, you'll see that there may be certain listings that are not connected quite yet. Also, additional business information is really important that we focus on this during our conversations. Additional business information is based on what's been input into the knowledge manager. When this is a great score, this means that your client has taken the time to provide details for their business. When the score is not so strong, like you see here, this becomes a coachable moment where we position ourselves as true consultants and help the client and let them know that by going into the knowledge manager and completing the details for their business, it will help us help them. It will help their local SEO. It will help their findability and their visibility online. And it will also provide for an even better user experience. So these are the 3 key metrics we want to focus on in the summary. Also, on your listings management tab, there's some great information in here that we should be making sure that we're taking credit for. Below your series of sites in network, you have your secondary actions, your location listings engagement. And the actions that you see here may not all represent unique visitors. You don't do the math across these numbers and add it up. The same user may have done multiple things. For example, I may have called the business and then looked at the map to see where they were located. So I may count as a phone call and driving directions. But these secondary actions are really important. The secondary actions you see here are exclusive to Google and Yelp data since launch for phone calls, driving directions, and clicks to the website. Now, we know that out of the network of sites, of course, these are some of the top sites, and they will be referenced and used the most. You'll see here 519 profile views in this example. Now, the way I use local listings is probably similar to the way you use local listings, where I don't necessarily open a complete profile and read the information, but I am interested in those features where I can call the business or see where they're located or go to their website to learn more. So that's why you see sometimes a much lower number in the profile views. However, this is great information that we should be taking credit for. 2,913 phone calls from people actually going to Google and Yelp and clicking on calling that business right from their listing that we helped generate for them. 2,176 cases where people were interested enough that they looked at the map to get driving directions from Google or Yelp. And 4,847 occurrences where people wanted to learn more about that business, so clicked through to visit their website. Let's take a look at what this looks like live. So here's an example of one of our clients, and from their overview screen, when you click through to listings management, you will see all of those great details that we just saw, those key metrics to focus on. The live error rate, this is the look how far we've come together moment. 91% baseline error rate, 2% error rate today, that's an 89% improvement. Core business information. As I mentioned before, when this is not showing 100%, if you scroll down, you'll notice that that's usually because something is not connected at the moment. And that is something that we could help our clients with. Then also additional business information. In the event that this score is not so strong, it becomes that coachable moment to explain to them the importance of going into their dashboard and filling out their knowledge manager. Those secondary actions can be located here in the listings management portion. So here in listings management, you'll see anything that needs to be corrected or needs to be live. And you'll also see, as you scroll down, all of the managed listings in a network. And you can click manage listings and you can view all of these in greater detail. It's these secondary actions that we really want to focus on in our conversation. And what's great about these secondary actions is you can actually drill down a little bit further by clicking on any of those metrics and going to the analytics screen where you can actually customize your date range. So let's take a look at what that looks like live. If I click on one of these metrics, it will bring me to the screen within the analytics where I can then drill down. And you'll see here a lot of great things are happening. It shows you the Google customer actions versus Yelp. It shows you it broken out by day as well. And of course, depending on the type of business, you'll see that Google is usually the dominant force. Also, on this left-hand side, this is where you can customize your date range. You might say, instead of for the life of the program, perhaps I want to see what's happened in the last 30 days. So today is May 30th. So maybe I want to look at April 30th through May 30th or May 20th in this example. And I could apply those changes. And I could take a look at those metrics as well for this particular client. Now let's take a look at Hibu reviews. Hibu reviews varies depending on whether your client has Hibu reviews standalone or has Hibu reviews with reputation. So let's take a look at both views. When your client has Hibu reviews independent of reputation, they have the traditional reviews dashboard. And here are some of the key metrics that we should be focusing on. The overall star rating. The overall star rating out of 5 stars. Is this a healthy score? This is 4.1 out of 5, which is pretty strong. Also, the number of reviews generated to date from Hibu reviews. This number is a good indicator of whether or not your client is doing a good job of leveraging Hibu reviews. Are they giving out their cards? Are they utilizing the ability to request a review through their dashboard? And also the frequency of their reviews. How many reviews were generated in the last 30 days? We know as consumers, when we're looking for products and services online, if I haven't seen a review, the most recent review was 6 months or a year ago, it doesn't hold a ton of weight for the consumer. So your client may have been off to a fast start with Hibu reviews, but perhaps you see a slowdown because there's not a lot happening in the last 30 days, then you revisit that conversation about the importance of handing out their cards and the importance of leveraging the dashboard to request reviews. Also at the top right, you have your visit site link. This brings your client to their Hibu reviews URL. Some of our clients don't recall that this is a feature. This is something that's great to share with them. Also, their most recent reviews and the ability for that client to share their reviews on Facebook in the form of a post. Now, in the event that your client has reviews with reputation, it's all of the same great data, but a slightly different look and feel from within your reputation dashboard. And we'll take a look at this live in just a few moments. You have your average rating, and you'll notice that you'll find this in the reputation portion of your reporting under generation. This is their star rating out of 5 in this example. The number of reviews to date. In this case, perhaps we want to have a conversation about the importance of leveraging the cards and leveraging the dashboard. And also how many reviews have been left in the last 30 days. What's the frequency on this program? Also, it's important to make sure that all of our clients are aware of the fact that they can generate additional feedback from within their dashboard. They could do this by 4 different methods. They could request via email. They could request through text message. They could create an on-site survey. if they have an iPad or a similar device at their location, or perhaps they have technicians out there in the field. And they also can take this link and they can share it anywhere. Perhaps they want to put this on their company letterhead. Maybe they want to put this in their email signatures. So these are just a few of the things that they can do above and beyond giving out their cards. When it comes to Hibu reputation, there are some key metrics to focus on here. If you remember, when we rolled out reputation, we said that reputation has 3 core components. That it's important to monitor what's being said about a business, it's important to respond to what's being said about a business, and it's important to know how they compare to their top competitors. So with those 3 features of reputation in mind, monitor, respond, and compare, that's how I like to break down the metrics. In terms of monitor, knowing what's being said about that business, right in your reputation screen, you will see the number of reviews to date across the network of the 20+ sites. The second metric is their overall star rating out of 5. In this case, a very healthy overall star rating. It's also important to know that Facebook, now that they're using a recommendations platform, Facebook is not a part of this recommendation, this overall rating score. Also, where in the network are these reviews coming from? And you'll see a pie chart here. In this case, this client has 273 Hibu reviews, which is fantastic, but they don't have that many on Facebook. They're doing pretty well with Google My Business at 109 and only 51 on Facebook. So here's a great moment to have a conversation with your client and letting them know that your team is doing a great job in handing out the cards and leveraging the dashboard. Now, let's fine tune those lyrics just a little bit amongst your employees. When giving out that card, it's important to ask them to leave their feedback, but also let's blanket in another question that says, would you also be able to please take an extra 2 minutes of your time to leave that review on Facebook or Google as well? It would really help us out. Also, this next metric shows you that bar graph, the breakdown by star, and it's important to eyeball this really quick and make sure that your client has most of their reviews in that 4- and 5-star category. So these are the most important metrics when it comes to monitoring what's being said about that business. Respond is the second feature of Hibu reputation. On that very same screen towards the right-hand side, you have your recent responses. This will show you the number of reviews since the last visit to the dashboard. You might be wondering why this number is the same as the total reviews number. When that number is the same, it's because the client, this is their first time ever logging in. Next time they log in, they'll see that number will be a smaller number, indicating the number of reviews left since their last login. Also, another very important metric, the number of reviews responded to based on the last 30-day total. So in this case, this client has responded to 0 of 1 reviews that were left about them in the last 30 days. You can also click on this link to respond to reviews. When they do that, it brings you to the reputation response tab. I like this because this becomes a to-do list for the client. This will only show Facebook, Google, and Hibu reviews, and it removes anything that the client's already responded to. You'll see the site source will be featured. The little purple icon is Hibu reviews. You have your Google My Business logo or your Facebook icon as well. So it will show you which of these 3 network platforms was the review left on. The business owner can also view these reviews completely here in the dashboard, and they could click through to see them live on the web, and they also have the ability to respond. Once they respond, that particular review is removed from this to-do list. The third component of reputation is compare, knowing how you compare to your top competitors. So on the very same main screen for reputation, down towards the bottom left, you have your competition summary, and it will show a breakout of Facebook and Google, you being your business owner, their local competitors' average score, as well as the industry average, which would represent their region or perhaps even their state, depending on the size of their marketplace. And your business owner can quickly see how they can compare to others. Also, by clicking through to go to the competitive analysis, you will see a further breakdown of your client versus up to 5 of their top competitors that they may have provided during consultation or added after the fact. It will indicate whether or not that particular competitor has any data on Facebook or Google, and if they do, what that score looks like today, so that the business owner can see if there's some work that they need to do on their end to really position themselves to outcompete. So let's take a look at what this looks like live out there in this dashboard. So when we are in our reputation dashboard, here's all those key metrics that we mentioned before. You have your total reviews written across the platform. You have your average rating, which does not take into account Facebook recommendations in this score. It shows you the lay of the land, where their reviews are appearing today. So in this case, this client needs to do a better job of asking people to leave Hibu reviews, which will help them generate more Google My Business and Facebook reviews as well. And then you'll see the chart that shows you that many of their reviews fall in the 5-star category today, which is fantastic. However, they do have some reviews out there that are 1-star. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Down here on the right-hand side, these are those recent responses that we mentioned for the response portion of the program. How many reviews since the last login, and also how many reviews were responded to out of those left in the last 30 days. By clicking here on this link, or tapping here for respond to reviews, you will see their to-do list as part of the response piece of the program. They will be able to see the site where that review was left, whether it be Facebook, Google My Business, or Hibu Reviews, which are the 3 platforms that you could respond to from our dashboard. They can see that review in its entirety here. By reading the information, they could also tap or click on this link to see what this looks like out there live on the web, which is fantastic as well. So this particular client of theirs left a review and also posted some pictures, which was very nice. The business owner can tap or click here to respond. They could write in their response and they could comment. This response will be made public for the rest of the world to see online. And this will help them in terms of their visibility. This will help them in terms of providing great customer service and new consumers seeing that they are taking the time to thank people for what they're saying about them or to address any issues at hand. Also, it's important to realize as you scroll down, what Facebook, of course, this is based on the recommendation system. But when you get to Hibu Reviews or Google My Business, it's based on the number of stars. So the gray shading indicates how many stars. In this example, this is 4 out of 5 stars. In this example, this is 5 out of 5 stars. If you go back to the reputation main screen, you'll have what we shared before, which is the compare piece down here. How your client compares on Facebook and Google versus their local competitors and their industry average. And they can click or tap on Go to Competitive Analysis to drill down and see the more specifics about everybody that we're helping them monitor. Also, whether it's here on the reputation home screen or direct to the generation tab itself, you'll also see their Hibu Reviews information integrated. And it will show you their Hibu Review summary, their average star rating out of 5 on Hibu Reviews, the total reviews left to date, in this case, which is 3 and 0 in the last 30 days. This becomes a coachable moment to explain to them the importance of leveraging their Hibu Reviews cards and also the ability to generate additional feedback right here in their dashboard, where they can send email requests, they can send text message requests, they could create an on-site survey, or they could copy their review survey link. So again, while there are a ton of great key metrics here in our dashboard for all of our solutions, it's important that we keep the focus on the metrics that generate real business outcomes for these clients. And when you think about our present solutions and our present foundation products, there's a ton of great information in here. In listings alone, we saw all of those secondary actions, which is huge exposure and a ton of contacts for the business. We also know that with Hibu Reviews, it's very important that they leverage their reviews platform and they ask for that feedback. And with reputation, they continue to monitor what's being said about them, respond to the reviews that are left online, and also know how they compare to their top competitors. Our Presence Foundation solutions altogether are $120 monthly. From everything that we know today, where people are moving more towards voice search. We know that by 2020, about 50% of searches will be taking place via voice search. And what we know about voice search today is that having a solid presence foundation is the best way to position your client for the future. So this $120 a month program is a very small investment when it comes to digital marketing, and it's an even smaller investment when you're thinking about investing in the future of a local business. We also know that it's not easy for businesses to leave these things behind and start over. So every recommendation that we make, while we see a majority of our dollars still come in, of course, from search, social display, and SEO, which is where they should be, we also have to make a conscious effort of every recommendation that we make that we always look back at the 3 steps to building a business online, and we always recommend that that client fills any gaps in their digital marketing strategy. It is not easy for a local business to leave their foundation behind and start over. This will help us towards achieving our goal, which is making sure that every client is client for life. Next week, we will explore understanding some key metrics with our websites and some great additional information in there that you can focus on during your conversations with your clients. Thank you for joining us for this Hibu Accelerate Understanding Key Metrics video tutorial.